Hello and welcome back to Factorio. Right before we left, I noticed that there was a problem with the iron reaching the back end, so I converted all of these to red, as well as all the way back here to red, just to get the iron ore to the right spot as quickly as possible. And as I was doing that, I noticed that our power supply is getting pretty close to the edge. Partly due to this radar thing, and actually it looks, well, okay, it looks like there's going to be one more pass around, but I took out one of them. Come on, go back to map. There we go. So I took out one of them, so it's not taking so much, but it is time to increase our power supply. So that is what I'm going to start out with here. I pre-made some of the steam engines and a few of the boilers. Looks like I'm still short on a couple boilers, though. Stone! Here's some stone. Give me some stone. So I will come back for the rest of the stone that I need later. You guys are still running pretty good. So we got 20 on this one already, so we're going to do a similar thing, except have another line of 20 right next to it. I'm going to have one space in between. Okay, so the steam engines are set up. They're not producing anything because they're not getting water yet, but... And then by doubling this, I won't have to touch this for a long time. So why don't I didn't make enough steam engines. Okay, so I'm going to have to come back and make a few more. Looks like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to make. I also need 2 more boilers to support all of them, which is why I made that stone over there, because my other furnace apparently, not my furnace, my other production of stone ran out. I also let the research go a little bit, so I skipped showing you guys some of that stuff. I don't have the iron for that, so shoot. Did I not make any pipes either? Oh man, I didn't make a whole lot of crap. Let's focus too much on the iron production. I totally skipped the rest of it. Alright, so I need to make another pump for sure. How many did I think I need 6. And another pump. Grab the stone to make the last 2 boilers to get the 28. And then I need some of these guys. 5, 10, 15, 20... 25, 1, 2, 3, 28. Cool. Okay, so we got some, where's the boilers? Boilers. Nope. There we go. Okay, so that will feed all the boilers now. And then, where's my pipes? I didn't make any pipes yet. Similar thing to before, connect them like that. Not enough? What do you mean there's not enough? Do I have to reconnect my coal? Nah, it's just gonna take a while to feed back up. So I'm gonna put you here and you here, just to make sure we got enough water. I haven't actually connected those, or this second half yet. Oops. There we go. To connect them. Boop. Boop. Oh, there we go. Okay. Cool. So we'll leave that alone. If there is a problem later, I'll come back and check. Right now we've got all of these plants making stuff for this, except for you who's making lube. We're almost full. I'm gonna convert you over, I think. Just for now. Get a little bit more of that stuff going that direction. Okay. So now that that's solid, I was going to do something. Oh yeah, this. This is where most of the gears and the iron's actually going, is to feed this stuff. So I'm going to limit this to this. And so if I ever pull from here, it'll refill up to this point. Actually, I'm going to do this. So this is 500, this 10 wide. So there's 500 in there right now that I don't really need. Likewise with this, I'm just gonna dump a ton of those. Doesn't really matter what I research at this point until I get the blues up. So we got the red circuits going. We get the steel over here. We get the batteries right there. And now we need to make the inserters. So how much green is getting by? Is any of it getting by? Or is this pretty much sucking it all? It's sucking it all. We actually need more green production in order to fully utilize those, but they're set up for later, so... Yeah, let's increase the greens. There. So we effectively doubled our green production. It still will not be enough to sate the red production up here, just because only these for using it. So by doubling it, that means these 4 are going to be using it now. That one's still not going to be useful. But we have more green production now, and I will need that for this stuff. Good, and then what we're going to do is put it back on the line. There. I'm going to make another one just like that, just to make sure I have enough circuit production. So this is just going to input in here or here, and likewise. Good, circuits are filled all the way. Goody, goody, goody. Now the limiting factor is the plastic, which is fine. What is holding you back? Carbon production. You're just really slow. So it really is going to come down to I need some speed modules to speed this up. This is now the bottleneck. I can now use this stuff to make the other inserters I need, and I'll just do that in this area. Starting with this one. So I need a basic inserter. So we'll start with a regular inserter. We should be able to get everything we need right there. And I need a couple of reds and a couple of blues. And you should be able to make all I need, right? Red inserter, red, come on, red, red. If they need copper and circuits and stuff, and then the blue is for the steel and the gears. And you, of course. You are gonna make regulars, you are gonna make fast, and you are gonna make smart. And I need to get you guys electricity or you won't work, of course. No, that doesn't do everything. There. So now you are producing regular ones. Good. I think we have everything we need for blues now. Let's put you here on a circuit. And let's see, we need reds. We need to get the steel here. I think I will combine. How do I want to do this? Combine the steel. Oh, hey, that's gonna be on the perfect side, actually. Good. There and there with a U. Goody. Cool. That's on the inside. That's on the outside. So then we can take this and just run it straight through. Boom and boom. Cool. So I'm gonna bring you down. And actually, since you're putting it on that side, I'm just gonna feed it directly into you. Are you a smart inserter? You are not. So let's do that quick. Make you a smart inserter. Make sure you're only grabbing reds and blues. So that you're not grabbing the batteries. And that. There we go. Cool. So the batteries are on this side. The reds are on the other side. I have a ton of smart inserters. Okay. So it's going to feed on here until it can't go anywhere. Now I can do the blues here. How do I want to start from over here, I think. This. I don't need that many, but it doesn't hurt. We are now making blues, or just about to anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed... Do I need this coal at all? I don't think so. I'm going to feed it around and come around this side, I think. I think the goal is to put the greens on the same side, and then it'll feed it on the right. And then I can... Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Let's do that. I'm going to move the way the greens work. Doesn't hurt. Let's see. So it needs to do like this, that, and we should be good. And there. Cool. Wait, I guess I gotta get those out, don't I? Yay, blues are being produced. Batteries are backing up. These are finally starting to back up. Now it's just a matter of getting the reds consistent. Now I am stacking them, so I'm going to manually enter some of them for now. Cool. So you guys should be making blues basically nonstop. Awesome. So the blues are in process, which means... Now my limiting factor is the greens right now. I should really expand that. I've already got it set up to do it. I just need to... Cool. So let's start doing blue stuff. What's most important? Yellows? That would help with production. I like the yellow assemblers. There we go. So we doubled our green production. We'll see how that holds up. Okay, what's holding you guys back? Is it just time? No, it's plastic. And the only way I can speed that up is to speed you up, right? Actually, instead of that, what I need to do is get this stuff going. So I kind of wasted that little bit of research, but I need to get the advanced oil processing so that this gives me more of this stuff instead of this. And so I can convert these two over. But by doing that, I need to probably hook the coal up here to make sure that these guys are going to be fed. So this will always have a supply of coal and whatever other solid fuel we can get. Okay, so that is that problem solved. The plastic should start flowing once the advanced oil processing is done. Hi, goody. Okay, so that one's done. Perfect. Can I do this now? Yes, let's go back to that. Okay. So let's switch those guys over. And what this is going to do is make it so that it produces a lot more of the petroleum instead of the other stuff. Like this is 3, 3, and 4. This is now 1, 4.5, and 5. But you need water for it, which is what I was talking about before. Where's the easiest way to get water? I want to connect over here, but probably, you know, actually that's not too bad, because you're going to need water too, right? So can we make a pump? We can, good. When I convert you over, you're going to need water on that side. That's nice. That turned out pretty well, actually. Alright, so this thing's feeding water to both of them. So it's producing a lot less of the hard stuff. So this won't output as much, but it's also producing slightly more of the yellow stuff now. So I might need to add a third one if it's holding this back. Which it looks like it is. Or no, it's just not using it enough. Okay, well, I'll keep an eye on that. What I want to do is make some speed modules for those. I don't know why that's not working, but we'll just do this. You working now? Okay. For some reason it wasn't connecting there. I don't know why. Because that's the whole point of this, unless these are messing with it. I don't know, whatever. So now you're producing, yes. Good, okay, so you're making plastic. This thing should now make a lot more plastic. And I think we'll call it good for now. So thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or feedback, please leave them below. Thanks again so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.